My greetings to everyone. In the ongoing series of emotional intelligence, today we will be talking on relationship management. Relationship management is an important part of social skills. It helps us build, care for, and keep the strong relationships with others. It includes a very clear communication, understanding other feelings, that is empathy, and also solving the conflicts. Now, these skills are very crucial for managing the relationship successfully in today's connected world. By creating trust, respect, understanding, relationship management helps bring the harmony in both personal and also the professional life. It also highlights the value of inclusion, the teamwork, and belonging, which support the personal growth and the group success. So, in this discussion, we shall explore why relationship management is very important and why we need it and how it can help improve the social and also the emotional skills. Relationship management is an important skill that helps us build and maintain the good relationships with others. It is a key part of emotional intelligence and it also focuses on how we interact with the people, solve the conflicts and create a very peaceful and a positive environment. Now, this skill is very important in our personal, social and professional lives. So, we will now be discussing the main parts of relationship management. The first is building trust. Trust is the base of any strong relationship, and when the people trust each other, they feel very safe and also valued. To help building the trust, we need to be honest and keep our promises, act consistently and show a care and concern for others. For example, a manager who listens to their team concerns and keep their promises, they earn the trust and also the loyalty. The second important aspect of the relationship management is the open communication. The open communication is a key to managing the relationship. It includes expressing your thoughts and feelings clearly and kindly, listening very actively without interrupting or judging, trying to understand others' views. For example, when a teammate shares a problem. So, listening carefully and offering the help shows the good communication. The third important aspect of the relationship management is resolving the conflicts. The conflicts are very normal in relationships, but handling them well is very important, and the conflict resolution means finding a real cause of the problem, listening to everyone involved, and working together to find a fair solution. For example, if two co-workers disagree on a task, a manager can help them discuss their ideas and find a middle ground. The fourth important aspect of the relationship management is showing empathy. Empathy means understanding and caring about others' feelings. It involves seeing the things from the other person's viewpoint and offering the support when someone is very upset. Let's take an example of a friend who listens and comforts you when you are sad. It is being empathetic, which strengthens the relationship. The next aspect is your encouraging collaboration. Collaboration means working as team to achieve the shared goals. It involves recognizing everyone's strength, encouraging everyone to share the ideas, and being supportive and respectful in the teamwork. For example, in a group project, when everyone works together and respect each other's efforts, the team achieves the success more easily. So, the relationship management, it helps us building the strong connections, solve the problems calmly, and create an environment where people feel respected and valued. Whether at home, school, or work, managing relationships well leads to a better trust, communication, and the teamwork, making life smoother and more enjoyable. So, let's now move on to a very pertinent part of relationship management. Yes, we are talking about the characteristics of the relationship management. Relationship management is about building and maintaining a positive relationship in the personal and the professional settings. It involves the communication, understanding the actions, and strengthen the connections and create the harmony. So, we will now be discussing these aspects. Out of this, the first what we are going to talk about is the effective communication. What it means? It clearly expresses the thoughts and listen to others without interrupting. Why it is important? It prevents the misunderstanding, builds the trust, and ensures everyone feels valued. The next example is here a manager who listens to team concerns, provides a very clear feedback, shows a good communication. The next is your empathy. What it means? Understanding and sharing the other feelings. Why it's important? It helps in building a deeper trust and shows the care for others' emotions. Let's take an example. A friend who supports you during the tough times demonstrates empathy. The third aspect of the characteristics of the relationship management is the conflict resolution. Now, what it means? Addressing, resolving the disagreements very peacefully. Why it is important? It helps in keeping the relationship healthy and avoids the tension. Example, a leader mediating between the two co-workers to find a fair solution. Adaptability, what it means? Being flexible, adjusting to a different people or situation. Why it is important? Because it helps connect with the diverse individuals and manage the unexpected changes. Let's take an example here. A teacher changing their teaching style to meet the different students' needs. The fifth aspect of the characteristics of the relationship management is the trustworthiness. That is being reliable, honest, and consistent. Why it is important? Because trust is the foundation of the strong relationships. Like a co-worker who always keeps their promises, it helps us in building the trust. The next aspect is your collaboration. Why it means, what it means, and of course, we have to illustrate also. So, working well with others towards the shared goals, it encourages a teamwork and also the shared success. And if you illustrate here, let's take an example of a group project where the members respect each other's ideas and also the deep efforts which everyone is putting. The next characteristics of the relationship management is the influence. That is what it means. Motivating others to take a positive action or achieve the goals. Why it is important? Because it helps in encouraging the growth and brings out the best in others. And a mentor inspiring the confidence and the skill building in their teams. The next is your active listening. What it means, why it is important, an example. Paying full attention to others when they speak is what is called as active listening. It not only helps in ensuring the people that they are being heard and understood, but it gives a very positive environment. So let's illustrate. Nodding and summarizing what someone says to confirm their understanding of what they speak is also what it makes a difference. The next is your emotional control. Now, managing your emotions in a difficult situations, it helps in keeping the relationships very calm and productive and staying the calm during a heated discussion instead of reacting angrily. The next is your patience. What it means, why it is important, and an important example to illustrate the patience. So, what it means? Giving others the time to express themselves or grow. Why it is important? Because it helps in building a stronger, lasting relationships. And for example, a leader patiently guiding a new team member is a very good example of patience. The next is your respect, which is also one of the prime characteristics of the relationship management. Now, what it means, valuing others' opinions, feelings and the efforts. Why it is important? Because it helps in creating a very positive and inclusive environment. And the example, letting everyone share their ideas in a team discussion. The next important aspect when you talk about the characteristics of the relationship management is the mutual support. Helping and encouraging each other in a relationship is what is called as a mutual support. It strengthens the bonds and promotes a teamwork. The example is that a co-worker helping each other meet the deadlines. The next aspect is your cultural sensitivity. What it means, being aware of and respecting the different cultures and the background. Why it is important? Because it helps in promoting the inclusion and understanding. The example is that it helps in learning about a colleague's cultural tradition to show the respect. So, it is all about the cultural sensitivity, which is also one of the prime characteristics of the relationship management. That is, you have to respect, understand, aware of others' culture. It not only helps you in knowing their background, but it also promotes a culture of inclusion and understanding environment. So, the colleague will feel that their traditions are being upheld and everyone is showing a respect in that regard. Now, the relationship management, what we have talked about as far as the characteristics is concerned, they are very, very essential for building the trust, resolving the conflicts, fostering the collaboration. By practicing these traits, we can create a stronger, more meaningful relationship in all the areas of life. It is a skill of building, maintaining a good relationship with the people in the personal and the professional settings. It also helps to create a trust, understanding the emotions, solve the problems peacefully and work better with others. So now, let's understand the need for understanding the relationship management. Definitely, there is an urgent need, important need to have the clear understanding of the relationship management. So let's explore, dive into it, that why relationship management is important with a simple explanation and relatable examples. Out of this, first we are going to discuss, it helps in improving the leadership skills. Now, why it matters? The good leaders, they build a strong connection with their team, motivates them, guide them very, very effectively. Now, let's illustrate with the help of an example. A team leader who listens to their team ideas and appreciates their efforts, concerns, encourages the team members to work harder and achieve the goals together. It helps in solving the conflicts very calmly. Now, why it matters? The disagreements are a part of life, but solving them peacefully helps maintain the harmony. Like if two friends argue about where to eat, instead of fighting, they can calmly talk, understand each other's preferences, and agree on a place that suits the both. So that is why it is important and it is urgent to understand the need of relationship management. The third important aspect when you talk about the need for understanding the relationship management is it helps in building a strong teamwork. Now, people work better when they feel respected and understood. In a school group project, which we are taking as an example, if all the members share their ideas and divide their task fairly, the team can complete the project successfully and also on time. The next important aspect is that it strengthens the customer relationships. Why it is important and why it matters, and also a very good and a tight example. The customers are more likely to return when treated with respect and care. Like a waiter who smiles, listens very carefully to a customer's order and serves it promptly, it ensures that the customer has a pleasant experience and definitely he will come back. It helps in creating a happiness in the personal life also. The good relationship with the family and the friends makes us feel loved and supported, like spending time with your parents by having a dinner together or calling a friend to check on them strengthens your bond and makes everyone feel cared for. It helps in the career growth. Now, why it matters? A strong professional relationship lead to a better opportunities. An employee who communicates well with their bosses and collaborate with their team is often trusted with the bigger responsibilities and the promotions. It helps in reducing the stress and boosts the confidence. The supportive relationship makes it easier to handle the tough situations. Like if you are stressed about your exams, talking to a friend who reassures you and helps you study can make you feel more confident and calm. And another important aspect is that it helps in encouraging a better problem solving. Working together with the trusted people, it helps in making and finding solutions very, very easy. If your family is planning a vacation, discussing everyone's preferences can really help find a destination everyone enjoys. It helps in promoting an inclusivity and respect. Treating others with respect and understanding creates a positive environment for everyone. Like, for example, a teacher who respects the student opinions, even if they are different, it helps in creating a classroom where everyone feels comfortable sharing their ideas. It helps in building a strong community. Good relationship among the neighbors or community members creates a very, very supportive environment. Now, let's take an example. The neighbors who greet each other, share the resources like tools or advice, and help during the emergencies. They make our community a friendly place to live. Another important aspect when you talk about the need for understanding the relationship management is it helps in fostering a personal growth. Now, the positive relationships are very, very important and it encourages us to improve and reach our potential. A mentor who supports and guides a student can inspire them for a study harder and achieve their dreams. Another important aspect when you talk about a need for understanding the relationship management, it helps in enhancing the trust and the loyalty. The people trust and stay loyal to those who are dependable and also who are kind. A boss who stands by their team during the tough times earns their team trust and commitment. It also helps in encouraging the collaboration. Working together leads to a better results and the shared success. Like in a sports team, the players who support and coordinate with each other win more games than those who work individually. It also helps in strengthening the emotional intelligence. Understanding others' feelings and responding appropriately, it helps in building a strong relationship. Like, for example, comforting a friend who is upset instead of ignoring their feelings shows the emotional intelligence and strengthens the friendship. The next important aspect is it helps in managing the change. Now, a strong relationship provides a support during the changes like moving, starting a new job, and facing the challenges. Let's illustrate with the help of an example. A colleague who helps you settle into a new workplace by explaining the things, it helps in making a transition very, very smoother. Now, moving on to another paradigm, of emotional intelligence when you talk about the relationship management is that how can effective communication be achieved? Effective communication is a key for building a strong relationship in the daily life, whether it is at work or any kind of a social situation. It helps us express ourselves very, very clearly, understand others better, solve the problems peacefully. So, now we are going to discuss certain steps with some easy examples in order to make the communication better. The first, that is, how can effective communication be achieved, is the first step is your active listening. Now, what it means? Paying full attention to the people speaking without interruption. Now, how to do it? Look at the speaker to show that you are actually listening to him. Say the things that I understand, or tell me more about it. Repeat, summarize what they have said in order to confirm your understanding in this regard. Like, for example, your friend is very upset about the school work. Instead of checking your phone, you can listen to him very carefully and say, it sounds like you are feeling very stressed because of these assignments. Did I get that right? And this shows that your friend you care and help them feeling supported. The next important aspect, that is how to make your communication more effective and how you can achieve, is empathy in communication. Now, trying to understand how someone else is feeling, how to do it. So, notice the tone of the voice or the expressions to understand their emotions. Say the things that show you understand, like, I can see this is hard for you. Offer the help if needed. Like, for example, a co-worker says that they are overwhelmed with the work. So instead of saying everyone is busy, you respond, and I can see that you are stressed. Can I help you with one of these tasks? This will definitely show your care, your feelings, and definitely the end result is that your feelings are, important for your friend, and it also helps in building an environment which is full of blessings and trust. Another important aspect, that is how to make your communication effective and achieved, is a clarity and simplicity. Now, saying what you mean in a very simple and a clear way. How to do it? Use easy to understand words. Break your big ideas into small points. You have to also avoid using the difficult and the confusing terms, which is going to spoil everything. So you need to be very simple, lucid in your words, in stating your viewpoint, and avoid using the words which have more than one meaning, or they are confusing, or they are difficult. Like, for example, someone asks for the directions. So instead of saying it's down the hall and the past the third door, you can say walk straight, turn left at the second hallway, and the room is right on your right side. Why it helps? The clear instructions will reduce the confusion to a substantial extent and will also help in saving the time. The next important aspect, that is how to be effective communicator, is giving a very helpful feedback. Sharing your thoughts in a way that helps the others improve. You need to be kind, focused on what they did well. You need to suggest one or two ways to improve it. And also you need to thank them for their efforts. Like, for example, after a group project, tell a team member, your slides were excellent, they were detailed, They were very clear. Next time, we could add the pictures also, even to make the presentation even better. So, giving this kind of a feedback to your group project members will not demotivate them. In fact, on the flip side, they will feel motivated, that they will strive all their efforts in this direction, that they will help in improving their previous task. So, without criticizing their work, in fact, you have motivated them to the next level. So, this is how we need to be very, very effective in our communication to make all the difference. Thank you so much.